bloody hell, when we went on a trip, he go 200. Wow, 200. Then I have to catch up with him. Welcome to episode 2 of Mototalk. This series is brought to you by AVL Direct. For premium audio-visual products including microphones, audio interfaces, and video equipment, please visit www.avldirect.co. Big thanks to AVL Direct for sponsoring this series.
Thank you, Colin.
Hey everyone, I'm here again with Winston and Mark.
Hello.
Hello. So Mark and I have been riding Africa Twins for a while now, and then we recently successfully converted Winston from a BMW GS to also an Africa Twin. How's the Africa Twin?
It has been a great bike. I really enjoy the Africa Twin a lot actually, until that I don't ride my other scooter.
You changed bike because of us, right?
No, of course not.
Bullshit.
No, really.
Balls,
And you know, as you all know, that I've been trying to find a replacement for my GS after I've been riding it for 10 years, right? So I need a bike that is not hot, that can bring me to places. And for the longest time, I cannot find a bike that I want. Until a day, I don't know for what reason, I managed to ride your bike in Singapore. Then I go start the bike. Oh, the sound's good. The thumping of the engine of the Twin is amazing. So it's like, okay, let's ride home. The moment I ride it, I'm like, wow, it's actually quite nice to ride. It's light. It's lighter than my GS.
So it's because of us,
The influencer?
No. I mean, as in both of you never asked me to get an AT.
But we've
right?
always been saying it's a good bike. Hey bro, 80 is a good bike. It's a good bike. So there it is. Then.
Yeah, so after that, I been to some off-road, and then I've tried that. I have the confidence of bringing the AT more than my GS. I have no idea why is that so. This AT, although GS by theory it has a lower CG, but I feel better on the AT. I don't know why.
Because you're following 280 behind.
Yeah, so
Anyway, you all remember the time when he bought his Africa Twin? Don't remember?
why? What?
He surprised us.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When I buy the AT, you all didn't know?
You didn't tell us. Then after that, I think what happened?
We came to the studio for something.
Really?
And then the curtains were
For a
closed.
shoot.
The curtains were closed, and then after I opened, I'm like,
Who went in
whose
first?
80 is that? Me. I went
Wait,
in.
you all never know that I was going to get an AT after GS?
You never tell us.
Hello, please, you don't act innocent lah. Okay, you always do this kind of shit. No? Always.
Really, man? You all didn't know?
No.
I thought you all know about it, that I was going to change to AT, but just haven't found the correct one yet.
No.
No,
Huh,
I
really?
remember when I opened, I don't know, I think you went in separate time. We
cannot
didn't go in
remember.
together, right?
I cannot remember.
I remember opening curtain and I see, hey, black AT, since when my bike inside?
Yeah, I thought it was
I
you.
see, wow, Winston bike Africa Twin already.
Yeah, so
Influencer.
okay.
Yeah. So okay. Anyway, previously we in the previous episode we talked about how we got into motorcycling. Today I really want to carry on the conversation and then find out how and why you guys got into this whole touring thing with adventure bikes. Right. So do you all remember your first touring trip?
Yes, I do. So shall I
Share.
start first?
Yes.
Okay, so basically my first touring experience was on a CB400. So I didn't have a very good experience because my first trip was with a pillion. So totally not prepared and got sleepy, didn't even make it to Pago, punctured at Machap. Ayo, GG sia.
Who's the pillion?
My ex-girlfriend. Yeah, so
Okay.
then that was the Class 2A bike. So after that, right, then I stopped the touring because I didn't really enjoy it until I got my Class 2, which is the Phaser one, and the FZ1.
Wait, what happened during your first trip?
Oh, okay. It was very funny. There's a lot of funny things happens during the first trip. Is we went to Genting, and then there is this Berjaya Hill right beside Genting.
So
You
it's
know?
called Genting or Genting ah?
Genting.
Genting. Genting.
Really?
In Malaysia, Genting in Singapore.
Okay.
So if you go to Malaysia and you say Genting, then they know you're Singaporean.
Okay. So do you know that there is this Berjaya Hill beside
No.
Genting? Okay, so apparently there's this another hill just beside them, and then on top there is this small Japanese garden with a restaurant, and there's this very steep upslope that now I don't find it steep. At that time, I still find it very steep. I cannot go up the slope. Like I try go gear 1 and I go up gear 2, then the bike stopped, and then I almost dropped. Then my friends was laughing at me lah. So same
Because what? Because your bike
No, because
power.
no, I didn't do it I didn't do it correctly.
Oh.
Biker cannot lah.
Yeah, biker cannot. So yeah, so that was that. Everybody was laughing at me. Then I have to ask Willie to help me ride the bike up.
For everyone's info, last time Winston noob, but now he expert already.
Okay lah,
A lot
okay
better.
lah.
Very okay.
Very okay.
So that was the very, very first thing that I remember, that I cannot go up that steep slope. And yeah, and then after that, I stopped touring until I got my FZ1S, and then that's a whole different story. So within within a period of 2 years for my FZ1S, I traveled about 90,000 kilometers.
Oh, not bad.
But of course, not as much as Amos. I think you clock your mileage
One
higher,
year, 90,000.
2 years, 90.
You 1 year 100.
I cannot remember that. I think three years, 100 plus.
Yeah, so
I think I remember averagely I'm doing 30,000, 40,000 a year.
a year. So yeah, 2 years I hit 90. Then it was like so frequent that after that, I was single. Then after that,
So frequent until your girlfriend break up with you.
no, I break up, then I go for the trip.
Wow.
So you break up, you single, you have a lot of free time, right? So it's like Saturday, hey, where shall we go?
Yeah,
Let's go
those
getting
are the best.
Starbucks, man. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Then there was one time, I remember one of my friend bought a shoe that I thought it was a Puma shoe. I thought it was very nice. And I asked him, where did he get from? He said KL night market. Then I go like Friday night.
Okay, I'll go.
Let's go.
Yeah, lah, yeah, lah. Those are the best.
Yeah, those were the days. So that was it's not really adventure touring, just more of generic touring experience for the 2 years between 2010 to 2012. Yeah, 2010 to
bad.
2012. That was my highest touring number of times a year.
Miss or not?
Wow, miss it a lot. Yeah.
What about you, Mark? You
Ah,
remember your first one?
okay. So
Virgin trip.
you talk about adventure touring. Technically, I've been adventure touring for many, many years, even before the Africa Twin, right? Because I
took you mean adventure touring as in
We
just off-road trips or
off-road trips. Off-road trips. So you can see that as adventure touring. But on an actual 1 liter machine or 1000 cc's, I did Krabi.
Your first trip to Krabi Strait
First trip. Krabi.
on a 1000cc, which is your 80.
first trip to
80,
Krabi.
Yeah.
How do you manage to do that? I cannot even manage to hit Pago on my first trips. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, I'm
I
curious what happened during the Pago thing.
Nothing lah. I just cannot. I think
So
we
you
set
went
up
with
about.
who?
I went with Willie and another guy with riding the old Phaser 1000.
Okay, so I have to ask you this. When you cannot continue any further, right? So what happened? They pangseh you or like they...
Oh, luckily no, they never pangseh me. So I actually overtake them to signal them. You know, last time there is no comms, so I actually do a signal for them to stop by the roadside, and I told them that I'm very, very, very super sleepy.
you didn't get enough sleep, is it?
I was too excited, my first trip, and then because the other two guys have more experience, so they were saying that to go up to KL. I think it was KL. Oh, sorry, we are going to Genting. The best time to set off was like 3-4 a.m. So by the time you hit Genting, it's in the morning. Yeah, something like that. I cannot remember, but it was in the middle of the night. That's why I didn't really get to sleep, or I was just too excited about the first trip. That's all.
Fair
I
enough.
remember the first trip. I was also very excited. I cannot sleep. Yeah. You for your Krabi trip, right? Before Krabi, where was the furthest you went?
Mersing,
How far is Mersing? I cannot remember.
Mersing is
100
about
plus,
200.
200
It's been so long.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Yeah,
200 plus.
lost count of the distance already.
So like last time with the XR4, we would do off-road trips, and then we would start off in Kota Tinggi, and then we do all the plantations, and we got like a tour guide with us lah. Then he will bring us into all the different off-road places, and sometimes we end up at Mersing, which is damn awesome.
It's a different experience between Mark and mine. How about yours?
Mine, my first touring trip was not even on a adventure bike. So the first one, I went with my CBR 1000 Fireblade lah.
Is that your first class 2 bike?
First class 2 bike. Oh.
Okay.
I don't know why I had this idea. I don't know who came up with the idea lah, but basically I went with this friend of mine. He was riding a V-Strom.
Wow.
Then we decided to go to KL. So try lah, go. Never been on a long distance trip before ma. So very excited. Went for the trip. I think it was a 2 day 1 night. 3 day 2 nights. Basically, you just went there to go to Zouk lah. Go there, sian girl.
Okay.
So anyway, the trip was there was nothing much. I don't want to go into details of the Zook, the whole Zook thing.
Why?
But the important part was...
Why?
Wait, that time do you know Debra already?
Don't know yet.
Oh, then okay, no problem.
Safe. But because nothing happened.
Alright.
Nothing happened.
Not
It was
juicy
okay
enough.
lah. It was okay, man.
Not juicy enough,
nothing happened. But the thing I learned from this trip, right, is that you always have to pick the right person to go with.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So what happened was we went there on a 3-day 2-night trip. Everything was okay. Went there, went to Zook, had fun. Then the part where it cocks up, right, is on the last day. So we were supposed to go back 7 a.m. in the morning. So the plan was to wake up at 7 a.m. then ride back to SG lah.
What time was the night before?
No. I think we went on the first night.
Oh, right.
Second night we did something else. I can't remember.
Right.
So second night when we went to sleep, I didn't went to sleep early because next day 7 o'clock need to wake up ma. Then the next day, right, suddenly my friend woke me up. He said, hey, wake up. Then I'm like, huh? Wow, very tired. I don't know why. So tired. Then he said, hey bro, let's go. 7 o'clock already. Then I'm like, I need more sleep. Very tired. Then he said, hey, let's go. So I got up and then I went to the bathroom and take a shower. Shower already come out, right? Then my friend told me, he said, hey, now actually 4 o'clock only. Huh? Then why you wake me up? 4 o'clock, 7 days. You know what he say? He say, oh, I dream that I look at my clock, 7 o'clock already. Then I wake you up, no? Then I say, walao eh. Then I do like, I throw tantrum. I lie back on my bed and then I cover myself.
Uh-huh.
Say, I go and sleep, fuck. Then I go and sleep. Then cannot sleep because shower already, ma. So I told him, okay lah, let's go, pack your bags. Then we pack already, then we started moving off. So the thing that triggered me the most, right, was when we were on the way back. I think 1 hour in the ride. On the way back, he stopped me. He said, go petrol kiosk. I said, okay, go long. Then go there already. You know what he told me?
What?
He said, hey, bro, tired. Wow, I'm so angry, you know. I tell him, hey, you go and buy coffee lah. You wake me up 4 o'clock, then now you say tired. What the hell? Yeah, so that was
Wow,
that was it. That was the last trip.
That was the last trip with him.
Last trip. Don't want to go already. Scared.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, I mean, having the correct riding partner lah, I think is extremely important. It makes or breaks your trip. Like, for me, not about to say names, but we are also not riding together anymore. I will never ride with him again. But it was a trip to Chiang Mai. Right, so a very, very long story short, it was one of the worst trips I've ever had in my life. Right, I think for any rider at least. Not his fault, but I had my right pannier fall on the road 1 hour into the trip. Wow. Yeah.
What was in your right pannier?
Clothes. Wow. I didn't lock it properly. Then you traveling 160, 170, quite stressful for the system also lah. So then that fell, got hit by a car, clothes spewed all over the road.
Shit.
Wait, I got a question. How did you know that you didn't lock the thing properly?
Because there's no other way it would have come out.
That means nothing broke lah.
Nothing broke. Yeah. Nothing broke.
Okay.
Yeah, then, but I mean, when I look back, I checked the left side to make sure that the claw was in, but I didn't do it for the right. So then, I mean, one and one is two lah.
Was it too heavy? Was it overloaded or
No.
No.
It was just close,
right?
Just
Yeah.
close. Just close.
Okay.
So then that, and then it was hee hee ha ha all the way for 4 days. Right? And then when we were in Chiang Mai, just out of nowhere, it's like, hey bro, I need to talk to you. I'm like, huh? What's the story? Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. I think I want to ride the rest of the trip solo. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I'm thinking I did something wrong. Right? Like, why all of a sudden? So we made the deal. That day in Chiang Mai was our off day. We made the deal that we would meet at the first stop in Mae Hong Son. Right? And he said, okay. So the next day I went there, go into the compound, didn't see anybody. No bike. So then I'm there asking the owner of the property, like, did any bikers come in? And he was like, no. Now, during that time, it's the monsoon season. Yeah, bad time to go Mae Hong Son, but we thought, hey, what the hell, just go lah. Right?
YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO lah. So if you ask someone and the fellow says he's not there, right? Like, you ask the guy, did someone come in yesterday? No. Did someone come in this morning? No. What is the first thing you will think?
Is he still alive?
Is he still alive? Something happened, right? So I'm there texting him and trying to call him, no reply, no answer. 2 hours later, I'm like, bro, you need to reply me if you're alive, because my next step is to call your wife. Then you reply one word, alive.
Wow.
Right?
This is damn bad.
Yeah, it's a dick move lah.
Are you sure nothing happened between the both of you during the
Not
trip?
that I know of lah.
Okay, that's weird, yeah.
It's really not that I know of. It's not like I do something I can see him angry or anything. No, it's he ha all the way, which is weird lah. Then I'm like, okay lah, screw it lah. I U-turn, came back down to Krabi and went back down to Krabi. All along, I'm thinking I did something wrong. Right? I'm like, what did I do? I'm trying to figure out what did I do. Cannot be what. Maybe I was a bit pushy. Maybe but we got a lot of kilometers to clear in one day. We cannot afford to do 50, 60, 70 kilometers an hour. What? You got 600 plus clicks a day. You want to clear that. You want to clear that whole mileage as quickly as possible. You reach your destination. You have a beer. You go into the pool. You know, you relax and all. That's basically what we want to do. What? So then, after Krabi, I went to Hat Yai. Then a friend of mine sends me a screenshot of this guy having his bike on a trailer getting towed back to Singapore. It's a brand new bike, huh? Brand new bike. And I'm like, eh?
So it's not because of a breakdown lah.
Wait. So I'm like, what's going on? Huh? Cannot be breakdown. Why? It's a brand new bike. Like 1-2 months old only. That cannot be. What? So I said, what's going on? Okay, never mind. Screw it, I let go. Came back to Singapore. I met up with him because he had some stuff with me and I had some stuff with him. And wanted to clear some money stuff also. I asked him, I'm like, dude, was any of this personal? Because I've got no idea what went wrong. Then he go, oh, no, it's nothing personal. Then I'm like, then why did you get pissed off in Chiang Mai for? It was just, what was that? What is that word? It's like a reaction. Right?
Defense.
Defense mechanism.
Defense.
Yeah, so he said it's a defense mechanism. I'm like, huh?
Defense against what?
So then he says, no, I just thought that if I get angry first, then you won't get angry. I'm like, huh? Who teach you? I don't care whether you get angry. If I'm pissed, I'm pissed. Well, I don't care whether you're pissed or not. What? Then after that, like,
That was the reason he gave you for...
So at the end of it, I think it was because his wife went to Bangkok and maybe he wanted to be with his wife, but he didn't know how to articulate that.
Wait, but then he towed his bike to where?
Singapore? From Hat Yai border to
You
Singapore?
mean he made it to Bangkok?
Hat Yai.
That means he...
We were in Chiang Mai,
That
right?
means he went to Chiang Mai, then he ride to Bangkok or something. Maybe lah.
No. He rode to Hat Yai. The tow is from Hat Yai down.
Then what has he got to do with the Bangkok thing?
The wife is in Bangkok. So he wanted to come back to Singapore, chuck the bike, and then join his wife in Bangkok.
Why don't you just take a domestic flight to Bangkok and then come back to Haya and ride back down?
And then for that, he pangsay you at...
That's the impression I have lah. Yeah. So, but with that, with all that behind, the ride from Chiang Mai back down to Singapore, right? So from Chiang Mai and then all Krabi and all that was one of the best rides I've ever had.
Wow.
So it was one of the worst
Solo.
rides to the best. Yeah.
I
solo.
have not ridden alone before. Have you all? I mean, you ridden before alone.
I have lah, but it was because my friends left first.
That one no count.
No count, man, but I ride alone what?
No count. This one is alone for a few days, no. You are just riding to meet your friends.
Wow,
No,
shock,
never.
bro. You should do it.
Yeah,
It's damn shock.
Yeah, I've never tried that before. I can imagine the total freedom,
It's
especially in Hat Yai.
no, it's
Okay.
it took me a while, like fluorescent light bulb. Like, ding, 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 ding,
This
ding.
podcast, his wife cannot watch it.
Shit.
No, but the beauty about riding solo is the ability to do what you want when you want.
Yeah.
You just
Correct.
ride. You're like, hey, this area like quite nice. I feel like going for a swim. You go pump petrol and then you go on booking.com or Agoda. You go and find a property with a swimming pool and you go, oh, quite cheap. Okay, book. Go.
But you know why I never went on a trip alone before?
No.
Because I always pick the right person. So if you pick the right person, right, you want to go alone also can. You just tell a person, hey bro, I'm thinking of doing this. Then you go and do your own thing again. Okay. I'm pretty sure if we went, right, if I say that, you'll be cool with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then we meet for dinner or meet at night or what.
Yeah.
But they're still riding together, but do different things.
Yeah,
Yeah lah.
better ma.
Okay, what?
On the way
Okay.
there, something happens. At least you have someone to
Mm.
help out. Lor.
Yeah.
Mm.
But one thing I learned from the experience from the both of you right now is I think that temper is very important. Okay, you are angry with your friend because of what? You are scared. You're not angry with your friend. You're just scared that he make this wake you up in the middle.
Wait, which one? Which one?
The one in KL one that he wake you up at 4 a.m.
Angry because I haven't slept properly yet. They supposed to wake up at 7 Then he wake me up at 4 o'clock. I mean, if you cannot sleep, then you tell me you cannot sleep.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me. Say
yeah,
I see my clock.
Oh.
I dream I see my clock 7 o'clock.
So he was lying
what
lah.
bullshit is this,
So he was lying
lying. Never mind. He still
Try
got
to-
the cheek to tell me after that tired, bro.
Yeah.
How to tahan?
I mean, for my trip, the most touring trip was in 2010 to 2012, right? The biggest group I went on the trip was 14 bikes. All personal friend.
Wow.
Nobody in the group that I don't know.
14 bikes.
Yeah. So
14 bikes is 13 too many.
yeah, 14 bikes. And we had no problem. All the way was hee ha ha. There was no comms during the period of time. Everything was hand signal, brief before the trip, where to stop. Everything was brief. Was very proper. It was actually the best, biggest group ride that I ever have.
Okay.
14. It was 4 phases and a few other bikes.
No, but I think we talk about temper and all that, right? I think the main thing about riding in a group or with people is character. You see, like our Taiwan, right? We are all ching chai.
Chin chai.
Hey, why want to eat anything?
Chin chai.
Why want to
But
stay where?
Chincai also
Anything,
got one problem.
don't know what to do.
Yeah, ask you chincai. Then
Yeah, lah,
I
like how
chincai,
you
then
ask your wife how I ask my wife what you want to eat anything. What you want to eat anything until 2 lah no.
No, anything
So
is
I
okay,
chincai also
but
can.
you don't suggest already say don't want.
That one, yeah lah. Right,
Different.
right,
But we all
right,
is anything. Then after somebody suggest, go lor.
Yeah.
We all know like don't want lah. Then somebody is don't want. Then
Yeah lah,
tell me
no point lah.
Yeah, so our chincai is really chincai lah. There's really no itinerary. And then so I think temper is very important because I think in this kind of trip, right, compromising is one of these things that have to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, legit that if you go with a friend, like let's say your case, right? This is the first trip you go with him, you know this kind of thing happen. No need to do a head-on confrontation whatsoever. Just next time, don't do it again with this person.
Yeah lah.
I will never do it that way. Too risky already. Like your whole trip, your whole trip could have just been bad.
True. True.
So what I like to do is to ride with the guy on
Interview.
interview basically interview session So I'll ask him, okay, so what happened when I was planning for a Myanmar trip? One of the guys asked me if they could ride to the Myanmar borders with me and Debra. So me being me, I'm very sensitive, so I told him, bro, no offense, but I very scared. So I have to make sure that we can ride together. Then we do this ride lah. If not, we go our separate ways. We meet there. Yeah. So what happened was arrange a short breakfast ride with him. Right. Short distance. I mean, I did all I can lah. All I could lah. Right, short distance. Okay lah. The pace, all that, all quite okay. He also very chincai. So I only went on a trip with him once before the Myanmar trip. Then when the Myanmar trip was coming close, right, I asked him, hey, so bro, everything okay, right? You're okay with this speed, right? Like 140, 160, that kind of thing. He say, okay, no problem. Then so the trip happened. He joined us, then everything was okay. But the thing is, sometimes you also never know.
Yeah.
I interview him, I asked him question, he say, okay, 160. But he keep telling me, hey bro, but I a bit slow one. You know people like to say this kind of things. A bit slow one. Bloody hell, when we went on a trip, he go 200. Wow, 200. Then I have to catch up with him.
On what
okay
bike?
lah.
On what
Africa Twin, no?
Okay.
What?
He go 190 plus can go.
Wow.
But I chincai so I follow him.
Yeah.
So I'm actually
Fast better than slow.
So I'm actually considered quite lucky that I never have a problem finding like these kind of things that so far have not happened to me before. And I always go touring in the same group of people, but just different groups, but still within our own personal friends.
Different. You see, if let's say like now, we went riding within our group, okay, what? Right, wouldn't have a problem, what? But our case is all other.
I know what's the difference. Okay, because this group of people, right, started with zero experience of touring together. There's one person who leads us. So we have one friend who has a bit more experience in touring. He brought the rest of us to Malaysia to touring. So he in a way introduced touring to all of us. So we were actually following blindly with his directions for the first year. He bring us to a lot of places in Malaysia. Yeah, so from there, right, then we start to have, because this person brought the whole group to touring. So all of us has this common understanding on trips. Yeah, so which is probably is because the starting was like that. So I never have any problem.
Actually, correct. If you have a very strong lead biker who goes, okay, I understand that everyone has got different experience in riding, different levels and all this shit. Doesn't matter. You take that, you throw out the door. You follow my pace.
Yeah.
You know,
But
everyone follow the lead biker.
But the things change because once we all have our experience, the preference of each individual group comes out. And that's where the whole the group splitted. To have somebody who likes to go B-road, somebody who likes to go highway, somebody who likes to go faster, and somebody who likes to go at a touring speed. Yeah, so the groups will split.
This is one reason why I personally don't like to go with big groups. Like
I also don't like.
Like you see our KL, we took 9 hours to go to KL.
Yeah,
9 hours. All B-road. No?
No, but if that's
You
what
notice,
mentioned before, right, then it's okay.
You notice how people say, usually they say, I took 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. Mark, 9 hours. Like, good thing like that.
Bro, it was beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
Right. Hey, bro, feel like teh? Okay lah, teh.
We took the B roads, right?
All B-roads, all the way.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, got chendol. Hey, chendol lah. Hey, bakute.
It was really very good lah, because it's one of those trips like you have your end goal in mind, KL, but in between, right?
Wow.
You don't know what will happen.
Yeah.
You don't know what will happen.
But it's because of these learning trips in the front, right, that I learned to compromise to the majority. Like let's say what time is needed to move on, I will compromise, and I won't say that I'm tired lah, and then I say, hey, cannot all this. I don't give problem to the group. I will just be with them lah.
Yeah lah, but then if someone within that group starts acting up, then it affects you also. What?
But so far that's why I'm quite lucky that none of this has happened lah. So yeah, it has always been a very happy touring experience for me throughout my whole
Lucky,
riding
very
life.
lucky.
Yeah, very lucky.
Because I mean, you can only imagine how frustrated you're gonna be when you're so excited to go on a trip. You spend so much time preparing. You start planning all your routes, or you start booking your accommodation, and then one idiot screws up everything. And you're like, walao.
I mean, I heard stories within my own group of friends when they go on trips that I wasn't there. So there were fights actually.
Yeah, of course.
Very common.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, because I wasn't there, I only hear stories, and I hear stories from either side. So I still cannot understand why this kind of thing will happen. Why can't it be prevented? Why can't it be a bit more compromising?
Okay, so I think I may have that answer, right? A lot of times, I mean, the majority of bikers are male, right? Male have egos, right? You are tired. The majority of people won't say, hey bro, I'm tired. Can we take 10? Can we take 15? Or can I take a 10-minute power nap and then I wake up and then we can continue? Most guys won't say that, because why malu?
But you totally should.
Yes,
If you're
correct.
tired,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no?
I agree.
You know? So
I agree.
I feel like a lot of the times it's ego lah. Then when like this fella poke this fella brace then poke back, then poke back,
So
poke back.
I feel that anything in a touring context, just speak our mind freely.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in the group has to be gracious enough to accept each individual one of us lah. It's like, for example, this group that I have, right, when I went to Kuantan, I was really sleepy after dinner, food coma big time. I really hardly can open my eyes at all. If I did not tell the group, say that, hey, I really very sleepy, cannot already, I might have crashed.
Yeah, of course.
So,
dangerous.
I mean, yeah, I was really so sleepy to the extent that I have to voice out to the group, say, hey, I'm too tired.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that can replace me? So luckily there was a car, there was a spare rider, and again, really helped me again. So I took he swapped place with me riding my bike, and the moment I sat in the car, I knocked out. Yeah.
Spare rider. How
That
you
means
get spare rider?
we went out for dinner, but one of them drove. So Willie decided not to ride his bike. So he took the car out.
Oh.
Yeah, and the rest of us rode our bikes out. Then after dinner, I was badly affected by the food coma, and I asked Willie to help me ride back.
Actually, would this be right to assume, right? If a lead biker or a group cannot accept you saying that you're tired or you need a break, to never ride with that group again.
That is bullshit lah.
No, I feel if let's say I told a lead biker that I'm tired, and he doesn't accept
Yeah,
it,
that is
right?
bullshit.
Yeah.
How can you
I
not?
will never
how
ride with
can
that
you
group
not
again.
accept
Yeah.
when someone say he's tired?
Yeah.
Mm.
But
No such thing,
at the same time, you got riders who every 2 minutes will say they tired lah. That one also jialat lah.
No, that's why end of the day, I still feel the advice for maybe our listeners who are thinking of touring when the borders reopen, right? I think the advice is to, if possible, try to find friends, people you know personally. Am I right to say that?
In a way,
Because
yes.
I treat touring like any other holidays. You don't just go with random group of people you meet in a forum or Facebook group on a trip to Korea or something like that. But you don't, right?
Wow, I mean, it can be fun.
But depends lah.
I mean, I used to travel alone, right? Then I
Alone,
just- Yeah.
Alone ah. I'm not saying alone.
No,
I'm saying
I
you
would
go to a Facebook page.
Ah.
Then some people asking, hey, let's go.
No. Yeah, I travel to, let's say I go to Europe or I go to Bali or whatever alone. I just make friends there.
Different.
Yeah, true lah.
Different.
Yeah.
So I treat touring like a normal holiday. No? You don't just go with any other people because you never know, your personalities may clash.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But
clash.
even sometime your good friends also might, you all can go holiday, take a plane together, but riding together for a long distance might be different because of the fatigue.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
if
it's
you take
even
plane,
worse.
right, you can
It's
sleep in
even
the
worse.
plane, you don't need to talk. But on the road, right, we have to encourage each other, keep a lookout at each other. Some people just cannot take that.
Correct. Ah.
Yeah.
The thing is, everybody is very tired, very frustrated, or
So
something like that.
I mean, for me, I would suggest to go for like what you did do a breakfast ride, test each other, like how that time me and Mark said, I think it's the second time we went to Ayapapan, and he said that don't hang behind the vehicle for so long, because that isn't my style also. I don't hang behind a vehicle. So both of us had very similar riding styles, and the pace he likes. He likes the pace that I was doing, and I'm also comfortable with the pace that he is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a good way of knowing each other riding
He's a
style
good
lah.
judge.
Yeah, it's a good judge for both the yourself and your friend.
Yeah, I still haven't gone on a trip with you, right?
No, never. But you see,
Never, eh?
I have never ridden with him before.
What the hell?
Yeah. I went with you 2 times to Malaysia, but I have never ridden with him at all.
I also don't know how the hell it happened.
Yeah, but the thing is how Taiwan thing.
But Taiwan, we rode together, what?
Yeah, but Bharat
Different.
don't have different.
No. Why is it different?
I mean different because I feel that riding in Taiwan, right, compared to riding on the North-South Highway, it's different, what?
What's different?
North-South Highway maybe speed different or what? In Taiwan, we're just
No.
going that speed.
We are from her one son coming down. All woohoo,
Yeah, but not like
woohoo.
160, right? Not
Doesn't have to be
150.
one. The skill level is there already.
No, but I
Correct,
tell
but-
you before that I cannot do that.
No, but
What I want
skill
to know,
level
Chan.
is there already. But then imagine if I go on a trip with him North-South Highway, then this fucker only go 120.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
I mean,
no,
if lah,
yeah,
if lah.
no, he doesn't.
Then also same one, right? It doesn't mean that her one son he can go fast. North-South Highway he can go 160, 170. Doesn't mean
But honestly, I don't see what the big deal is about going at 160, 170 on North Highway.
you ask those people that go 120.
Why? I mean, really, 120 on North South Highway, really? Just open
scared
throttle,
lah.
just go.
I feel that going
Okay, so the scared, right? I get. Okay, I understand the scared because when I first time also I scared. But you have to know what you have to trust yourself and your skill level, right? You go, you feel 120. Okay, let's push a little bit more. Let's go 125. Hey, 125. Okay, let's push a little bit more. Push a
I got
little
a
bit more.
question.
Push a little bit more.
What is the highest speed limit in any country?
highest
Germany,
Highway
Autobahn.
Germany,
limit.
Germany or
Not no limit lah. Speed limit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or technically, I rephrase the question. Technically, what is the safe maximum speed that the bike can go?
There is no safe maximum.
There should be a number, right?
I can't-
Maybe tires. I remember tire got some maximum speed.
Yes, tire got maximum speed, lah,
You
but
remember Aga what number?
300 plus, I think.
300 plus.
depending on what tires are.
Because Hayabusa can go 300 plus, so those kind of tires.
So technically, you cannot say traveling at 120. I travel 100 because it's safe.
No, it's not that. Depending, that's what I was going to say. If you travel 110 on North Side Highway, I feel that's dangerous
Very dangerous.
because
Yeah.
it's
Actually,
not that you are
depends on the
fast.
situation,
It's not because you are slow and you are safe. Because the vehicles traveling around you are faster than you.
Yeah.
So I feel that
Agree.
that is very unsafe if I go slower than the average traffic speed. But if you go 110 on a B road is also not
Asking for trouble, lah.
asking for trouble.
Yeah.
So you see, same speed, different situation, different results.
True.
Yeah, so I think so most of the time, if I go at 100 or 110 while waiting for people behind, right, I feel myself actually in a very dangerous spot because trucks are going faster than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I'm going at 150, I feel like I'm blending with the surrounding traffic, moving like how we are moving on our Singapore road, like going at 90. You are all traveling.
Yeah,
at the same
but at the same time, when we're talking about being going at 120 on North South Highway, it also depends on the bike.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're riding a twin, if you're riding a GS 1250, you're riding a 800, F800, F850, 120, a little bit nonsense lah. Right? But at the same time, if you're riding an RXZ, for example, you don't want to be doing 120 because now it's bad for your engine, right? You're starting to stress your engine out and all that. So I guess realistically, it depends on the bike lah. But in general, I think we all never want to be slower than the traffic around us.
Hey, by the way, I always have this question. Why, even myself, I cannot answer. Why touring on motorbikes? Why not, fly to a country and tour? That is my preferred way of
It's a
holiday
simple question to answer. Okay?
Uh.
I have flown to Krabi, I have flown to Phuket, I have flown to Chiang Mai. It's different when you ride on your own machine in that same place compared to flying.
Yeah,
That's your answer.
What's so different?
My answer is different.
Yeah, your bike is customized to you.
Uh-huh.
Right? It's an achievement. Right? You ride, you slog through, you go through the hard work to get to your destination. Right? Instead of sitting on a plane half an hour, I reach.
I agree with what Mark says. Whose phone?
Amos, your wife.
Line. How to? Hello.
Are you in office?
Yes, shooting now. Podcast. Say hi.
I'm nearby. I stop by.
Oh, okay.
Was it you at the door?
He said bye.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I have a different response to Mark. So why I actually, another reason why it sparks me to tour is that time when I was traveling to Phuket, I saw a Singapore car plate there. A Singapore registered car, Audi, I still remember. I was like, really? You can drive to Phuket? I want to do it one day.
Why you want to do it?
Don't know.
Don't know, right? You see, I cannot understand why I like touring so much on my bike. If I ask myself this question, why I ride my bike to Krabi? Why don't want to take a plane there? More relaxed, what?
Different. Okay, so when I start my ride, my holiday starts the moment I leave my house car park.
Same what? If you take a plane.
Same
So
what?
so it's the whole destination, right? You like let's say now we do Phuket. We're not gonna we no longer want to do one shot to Hat Yai.
Oh, I know
we won't
what's
bother
my answer.
anymore. We go maybe KL, we do one more and somewhere and then go slowly.
No, I know
one
what's
by
my
one.
answer. My answer is, let's say if you go to any other like Thailand, if you reach the airport, you risk of getting kotok by the driver. I hate that feeling,
But
like
you
people-
ride,
It's not my concern.
But you ride for a few days to reach there just so you don't kena ketok by
No,
the
but at least I'm in control of where I'm going to go, ma. I just like the freedom, like where to go, where to go. I just start the bike and go, lah.
Next time you teach him how to ask for meter.
Yes, yeah. meter. No, cannot.
Yeah, but
meter.
see, the thing is, what about Europe? I would want to fly and ride in Germany.
Oh yes, definitely.
So,
For
but
sure.
we can't ride we can, but we don't have that time to ride there with our AT.
Can me?
Can why
Why
cannot?
not?
It's
all
landmass all the way. What?
Yeah, it's connected. So, but the thing is, to fly there and ride is faster than you ride there to ride there. So it's different when you talk about
True
Southeast Asia.
True lah.
It's different when you talk about Southeast Asia. But I think it's also an achievement that we ride a long distance.
Yes,
We cover
definitely.
distance. We see places that most people would not go. Like Taiwan, we just saw something and we just go.
Yeah.
You just turn away from the main road. But you can't do that to a driver or a taxi driver. You say that, hey, uncle, I want to go there. I can go and see.
Yeah. You're right. I think I just realized that the main thing for me is the freedom. I just realized this. The main thing is the freedom, not the part where the uncle say, "Oh, are you from Singapore?"
They want to go to you, right? Yeah.
No, legit. You always go to those like Thailand or something, then they see
Yeah.
they ask you, hey, where you from? Then after you tell them Singapore, they're like, whoa.
Yeah, Singapore.
Then like very shiok mah.
The Parangto also waiting to
What?
ketuk
No
you.
lah, not so bad lah.
Thai okay lah. Thai
is
don't-
okay.
Thailand, no. Bangkok and Phuket, Singaporean is jala kotok sia.
Nobody asks you ride to Bangkok mah. That's the place we avoid mah.
Yeah.
Because of the
generally.
traffic and all that.
Yeah.
But I really just maybe because I haven't thought about it lah, but I just realized it's the freedom.
Actually, it is the
It
freedom.
is, yeah.
That explains why we had so much fun. You know, both of us we rode up to KL.
Yeah,
very free.
Yeah.
Feels very free. Like nobody can control you. You know, want to go ah.
Yeah.
Try ah.
Yeah.
And then the KL one got one part quite exciting. We were riding, then we saw this off-road path.
Which exciting part? Not all exciting part can share.
What other exciting part
No
cannot
lah,
share?
joking.
So-
joking.
So then we saw this off-road. Then after I was looking at GPS, I was like, this one linked to the road that we're going at, but the GPS is asking us to turn right. I look at him. How? He said, go off-road now. Wow, shiok
If
that one.
I said no, I said
Wasted.
don't want lah, don't try ah. I
Turn
tell you
around.
the whole trip different already. The feel of the trip all different already.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I got a
Because all
question.
these small things.
When you all started touring, were you all using comms already?
Yeah. I was.
No.
No. How do you endure the journeys, yeah?
Earphone
Listen
on.
to music oh.
Then how you all communicate with the other bikers?
Never hand signal lah.
Hand signal lah, same lah.
Good, not good.
Yeah, so I think communication is very, very important.
Mm.
Yeah, very, very important. We can talk to each other. Like the one we did in Taiwan because of our comms, right? Like any potholes, any turn. I remember we went to the Taiwan. Car.
See the rally lorry come out.
No, Taiwan is different. Taiwan is very. The whole ride was very eventful.
No, but you see how the communication helps
Yeah.
to warn the riders at the back.
You should see how we rode up to Mei Hon Son
Ah,
with Willie and the gang.
ah.
At night, 3, 4, 5 a.m., right? North-South Highway, everybody tired and sleepy, right? We singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, each person one sentence, you know? So one sentence suddenly break, right? We know something wrong already. You know what I mean? And it worked there. That means we Twinkle, Twinkle, Little... Hey! You know? then the guy, okay, sorry, star. Very
Actually, that's a
interesting,
good idea. That's a
very
good idea.
interesting. Then I tell you, we sing that song right so many times until when I reach Thailand, right, the song stuck in my head. No joke. It works, but then I think don't do it better. Or change song. Change song every once in a
Yeah.
while.
Oh, then I want to share one experience that recently that I had with Mark when we are going to Malacca. So we are going about 150 at night, and then after that I slow down. Then this Mark, funny. He asked, "You cannot see the road, is it?"
Yeah, well, correct. Well, because you tell me you cannot see.
No, because right now I have this night blindness problem. So before the trip, right, I tell Mark. So I think be open about any problems that you have. So I told Mark that I have night blindness. So when we are going at 150, right, and once I'm always in the front, but always following the car tail lamp at the front. So I don't travel at the center of the road. I travel where the car tires were moving. So
to
that
the
will
left or the right of the lane.
yeah, left or right. Never stand in the center of the lane because the car the car tires will roll any debris and you see the car, then you will know, right?
So I do that also.
Yeah. So after that was for riding in the night. Then when I start slowing down from 150 down to 130, right, Mark constantly, bro, you cannot see. Then straight away he on his high beam, overtake me, and then I follow him already. So this kind of common understanding and this kind of open-minded communications that helps the whole trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is very important. Communication is very, very important.
So when we did that Malacca trip, I didn't realize how bad it was. Until I start pulling away, and he's like, bro, I cannot see. And I'm like, okay, it's there.
Yeah.
Because he was depending on my flood lamps.
Flat lamps and I was following your tail light.
Yeah.
So basically what like last time I can see at night, right, there's no lights on North Highway. I can see the tree and the sky definition. But at that point of time where there was total darkness, all I saw was black and the reflectors. I cannot see the differentiation between the sky and the trees.
Oh.
Cannot see the silhouette between
Yeah.
the...
Yeah. So
Dangerous, eh?
yeah, lor. And if there is car, I can still continue. But that is when I don't see any cars, right? Then I have a problem. So that's why I told Mark, I ask him to overtake me, and then he becomes the lead bike.
Better don't ride at night.
I try not to ride a bike at night now, though.
But you know, I mean, this is going off topic, but I don't know whether it has happened with y'all or not. Like you ride at night. So the way we ride, we use a lot of peripheral vision, right? And we try to look as far as possible. But then at night, that's not something you can do because there is the lack of information because it's all black and you have only the reflectors, right? Do you start hallucinating and seeing like the road is turning right, but you see
No,
the road is turning
you know
No wonder
what?
you don't lead.
No, okay. Another reason why I know why I damn scared of the black because even though okay, this blackness, right? I heard a stories. It doesn't happen to me on my trip, but I heard stories that this rider that I know of a friend's friend, he thought that riding at night not a problem, but actually it was a car that overturned. Then the bottom of the car was facing him.
Wow, this one.
So by the time he saw it, he brakes. There's not enough time. He just whacked straight into the car. So that's why I think that if I see a car tail lamp in front of me, I dare to go. But the moment the car tail lamp disappeared and the full pitch of black, that incident reminded me.
Another good tip for the new riders.
Yeah.
What I do right at night when I'm leading is to try to find a car right at the very way in front of you.
Yeah, correct.
Look for the tail light, just follow his line.
Yeah, but don't
So
go
at least
center.
not too far.
Yeah,
lah,
not too far.
At least you know that the road is clear.
But
Yeah.
but Malaysia, I can't remember exactly where, but there's this very hilly part. So you go up and you go down, you go up, you go down. Then you ride, you see the red light, like the tail light. You're like, okay. You're like, where the tail light go? Then after that, it's a slope.
You
Then
need
after
to
that,
wake up, right? You need to
Yeah,
wake up.
but very, very important things that I want to remind the listeners is that they don't ride in the middle of the car tires at night.
In the
Right-
middle of the
that means the two
in the middle of the lane lah. Don't go right in the middle of the lane lah.
Follow the
Yeah.
car tires
Correct.
path.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
the
agree.
safest way. Yeah.
Because I mean the lorry will pick up any nails or screws and all that anyway. Then you're not so jalan.
And stones also, those small stones that can catch you off guard.
Correct.
Okay, we did some very good tips. Hopefully, they will help you if you're thinking of touring, for all the new riders. Anyway, if you like this episode, we hope you like, subscribe, and share this video to all your friends, right? The episode is also available on Spotify, so if you want to listen to it on the go, whether you're sweeping the floor, jogging, riding a bike, you can do so on Spotify. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.